Ready?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Dondi DeVarreaux Show. I am your girl, Val DeVarreaux, and I'm accompanied by my brother from another mother.
And I'm Prince Dondi, and I'm glad to see you here as always.
Thank you all for tuning in. Today, on this episode, we are going to discuss how long should you stay. Now, when we say that, what do we mean, Dondi?
In a relationship, how long should you stay in a relationship if it's not going the way you want it to go? Now, I'm not saying to be selfish because sometimes the person says, okay, it's not going the way you want it to go, the way you want it to go. Sometimes it's not even fair, you know. And the thing about it is, or just. If it's not fair, then it's just and it's fine. But the fact of the matter is, sometimes we have to realize that we are not the people that it should go. It's all about us, as some people say. Sometimes they say, it's not all about you. Then we have to understand that, you know. We do have to understand that it's not always about us, you see.
Well, you know what, from myself personally speaking, I mean, I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I'm ready to continue moving forward. I don't have time to commit to something that I see is not going to go the way that I want it to go. Once I get those warning signs, once I get them yellow warning flags,
Yeah.
to me, you know, that's an eye opener for me.
Right.
So at that point, I stopped putting my all into that. I stopped putting all my eggs in that basket.
Yeah.
Now, when I go into a situation, I'm gonna give it my all, 150%.
Yeah.
But I just feel like when you get to a certain point, and for me,
Yeah.
that point is about. I want to say I give it 9 months. It takes them 9 months to, have a baby. So I figure 9 months is fair.
I think actually when you put a time limit on however long you should stay, it never works out that way. Let me just tell you that because there's always going to be something that's going to be always be a carrot in front of the horse's face that make you stay a little bit longer. Oh, she's not that bad because I checked out my buddy's woman and she did such and such. It could have been. I'm gonna tell you, listen, look. I'm gonna tell you something. Remember this. It's deep. Fact of the matter is that you have to see what's great for you. You know, some people. I say this all the time, and they don't get it. But people love abuse. People love abuse. They love this abuse thing because it helps them get back. Let them know we working on it. I mean, it's certain things. I mean, some things you can work on. Certain things you can. And then a lot of that stuff you can't work on that stuff. I mean, that stuff is dead. It's in the water. It's plain to see where it is. There it is. Bottom line, you argue with 5 baby mamas. You know, you argue with 5 baby mamas or 5 baby daddies. You all get into it is not going to get any better. I'm just telling you, it's not going to get any better. So the fact of the matter is, you got with this woman, she got 5 kids, 5 different men. That is not going to get no better. All it's going to do is get worse. Now her love making is good, and she get a little gin, and you all do a little sin, and that's all fine and dandy. But after that's all over said and done, or she get a good hit on so she can make money, whatever. But in the very end, you're going to wake up 20 years later and you still have not done anything with that thing because it's never going to be just one. I'm telling you something that is hard to do. And I tell myself that, whenever time comes to me, you got to kill that kid and let that man or woman be born. You got to kill them. Because yet and still, that's going to be that forgiving soft heart, or that person was good to me, they helped me out when I needed it. All right, that's done. Fact of the matter is, mother love you. And that motherfucker, it's over with. I don't know how we perceive this thing, sometimes thinking it's going to work out. A glass once broken is going to be broken again. It's broken. It ain't never going to be put back together.
It's never going to look the same.
Now, every time you argue with your spouse, it's a little less you feel about it. Now, if I'm wrong, correct me.
Every time you go through anything with them,
it's a little less.
You lose a little something for them.
It's a little less,
a little less tolerant.
I had a good friend of mine, very good friend of mine, and some of you all may know what I'm talking about when I say this. He said, it was this woman, old woman, and she had a husband, and that was his wife for 45 years. Well, they said she was going through the motion. She'd get up in the morning, she fixed the coffee, she fixed the food, and she'd be going through the motion. But she had been gone 30 years ago. But she's in this relationship 42 years. So the thing is, you still going through the motions. It's things you get used to. Why do you do that? You get used to it. It's a bad habits. Bad habits are hard to break. And don't think for a minute, being in a relationship is sometimes a bad habit.
It is.
You're lonely. You're afraid of being lonely. I've been lonely for this many years, and then go ahead and keep on being lonely. I'd rather be happy and lonely.
Yeah.
than to be in a relationship, and then I'm in that relationship, I'm miserable. I'm miserable. And that's many people, we get miserable.
You get used to being miserable.
Right. You say, okay, well, this is how it's supposed to go. Like, who was that guy saying something about bills? He said, everybody got bills, don't they? Or everybody stay up late at night time worry about their bills. No, you don't. Miserable is not like that. In a relationship should be easier. It should be easy. Because everything else in the world is hard. If we not see eye to eye, then bye. Period. That's real. And the thing about it, I know sometimes it's easier said than done. Wing yourself off. Let me help you. Start winging yourself off. The minute it start getting like that, take it from Prince Dondi. I'm going to give it to you right here, right now.
That's true.
When it start getting like that, the day it start getting like that, and you done told them once, okay, that's a warning.
You told them twice.
You done told them twice. When it comes to the third time, and they give you the same old BS, they don't care. What you do then? What you do then is take your shoes, put your walking shoes on, and start hunting for somebody new.
Absolutely.
Start hunting, and then get your piece on the side and see if that's right. Because you may get that piece on the side that may not be right. Then go get a couple of them. Play your cards right. And then when it's time, immediately break out. Oh, he don't even care. She don't even care. Out of there. You out of there. He been gone for 2-3 years already. Baby, it's too bad. Baby, bye, as they say. All right, it's out of here. It's over with.
That's true.
So the thing about it is that I'm telling you, you could be in the very beginning of that relationship. They're gonna tell you who they are. And the fact of the matter, you don't like it. Tell you one time, two times. That third time, put your walking shoes on and find somebody new. When love dies, find one that's new. A lot of love is come and gone. Some right, some are wrong. But it ain't changed my point of view. When love dies, find one that's new. And you got to Prince Dondi. I said that.
But you know, this is the thing. People show you one thing when you first meet them.
Yep.
They make all kind of, promises, and they fill you with all this false hope, and you start to believe what they say, and you like, oh, this seems promising.
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna ride this way.
Right, exactly.
However, stay in there long enough.
And you see that, right? But when it's not like you want it to be, I'm saying it again. Put on your walking shoes.
So you would recommend that you go out and find something else?
Yeah. Let me tell you something. It don't matter how many kids you got involved in.
Because a mother is still going to be a mother.
Let me explain something to you.
A father is still going to be a father. It doesn't matter if you're together.
That has nothing to do with your kids. So let me tell you this. Your kids is your bond by yourself. It don't have nothing to do with your wife. There are many people who have many divorces. And yet still that kid is going to love you unconditionally. It has nothing to do with that woman because she came out of that woman. That is your child. That is your child by yourself, single. Because it's things you take. Go tell your daddy. And that's you. That has nothing to do with no one and nothing else but you and God. That child is yours. You don't matter kid. Oh, you need kids to raise. You don't need no kids to raise nobody else that's with you. Because that child will be with you if you're in a cardboard box. That's how children are. They will love you no matter what. And no matter what that person tell you about it, they say, oh, she told me this, that. But that kid going to get older and believe what it's going to believe anyway. Because I'm sure whether you come from a good home or bad home, your mama has talked about your daddy, or your daddy is talking about your mama, and you get older, you find out, oh, my goodness, they were lying.
Yeah.
And you get older, you find out because you're in a relationship. Right. But I'm going to tell you this
here. You get older and you make your own decisions.
There you go.
I mean, when my ex-husband and I, when we divorced, I mean, my kids didn't love me any less. They didn't love him any less.
Right. That has nothing to do with them.
We both, still had our relationship with our children.
That has nothing to do with
it. It has nothing to do with if we were together.
And I'll tell you, I'll add it and tell you like this. All right, if you think it has something to do with it, have some kids and let both of those kids get into an argument and you the parent. You don't want to see either of those kids upset, but yet still you ain't gonna love one of them less. You're not gonna take the other one side if they both feel they're right on the situation. You're gonna say, look, if you can't break it down, you say, look, okay, we're gonna end that because I don't want to hear that. But the thing is, you're not gonna love either of them less because that's how they feel about that situation. You got brothers and sisters that don't get along. And yet still you got a parent that love them both the same. Say, hey, that's on you, that's how you hey, that's on you. That parent gonna still love that kid. Same way. The kid is the same way. You don't get involved in you all's relationship. That is what you all did. That's you all's thing. You see what I'm saying? So the thing, that's right. Individuals have got to work that thing out.
Supposed to stay in children's place.
Exactly. But
I'm old school.
But as they begin older, they have their own opinion. See, opinion is everything what everybody else has. So we got to understand in our lives and in our times, We got to understand one thing about it. We got to do what's right for us. And that's real. One person, you got to do what's right for you. Because when it's all over said and done, that child's going to grab him a woman. That guy going to grab, boy going to grab him a wife. And that girl going to grab her husband. And before you know it, they're going to be at home with their little proud family. You're going to be sitting at home miserable, dealing with their mom. By yourself. So you got to put yourself together. You look, let me tell you something. You cannot get, look, if you are a breadwinner in your house, and you get sick, everything go down the drain. You have got to get yourself straight before you get anybody else straight. That's in all situations. That's in all. You can't just sit up there and say, well, I'm doing this because of my kid. That's the biggest lie that has been ever told. You got to be right, because if things are not right with you, you have some kind of complex about it. You get upset and angry, and it just ain't right with you. They can't make it right with you. You have to make it right with yourself. And it don't matter if you with a person, that person that make you feel like you appreciate it, then you're a fool. You are a fool, because the fact of the matter is, leave that situation alone. And I tell you this here, look, nothing gets you over the last one like the next one. Now they can believe it any kind of way you want to. Did y'all hear that?
Say it again, though.
Nothing gets you over the last one like the next one. I'm telling you, look here, it's like a bus. I'm telling you like this here. Look, and I'm telling you, look, you hearing this from me. If it's getting bad for you, go out and sleep with somebody else. And try it. More you sleep with another person, it's going to take away a feeling of the other person. Bet you. Bet you that. I bet you that. When you come out and share your love, now I ain't telling you, you say, okay, ain't no whore. You don't got to be no whore. You know, the thing about it, look, if you ain't getting it at home, then you must move along. I'm telling you a fact, man. I'm telling you, look here. I had a friend of mine, I have lots of associates. I had a friend of mine, he was a bus driver. And big guy, big old dude. I was almost saying his name. He a big old dude, man, and heavyweight, overweight lover in the house. He was a guy, he was heavy, and he went and bought a house, and he did all these things for this woman, and she had 2 kids of her own, and he gave her 3 kids. So they laid up here, and they had all these kids, 5 kids in the house, and he took care of this woman. This man come home, give her a check. But I'm telling you, he went down, it was like 2 blocks over from his house where he lived at. And he met this woman one day in the store. Oh, how you doing? And she met him, and you drive the bus? Yeah, I drive the bus. You know, he said he was tired and sloppy and everything that day. Big old fella. He had gained a lot of weight. Because I'm telling you, he used to be in shape, looking nice. Well-groomed. Started letting hair growing over his face and wearing a uniform like he done slept in it. I promise you.
Oh, no.
Yes, he did. The man started going down, and she started picking it up, getting brand new cars and smelling good. You can smell it from across the street. She was loving that. He don't want to sit in the room and smoke a cigar and eat a sandwich. He all right. She kept him like that, like a dog in a cage.
She done broke the man's
This woman
spirit.
saw him one day. He went to the store.
He just drunk in love.
That's how that be, though. They take you and feed you. Men and women, you take them and feed them a lot. Then you blow them up real big. That's when you got them. You got them on a roast. Now nobody's saying, I want them, but they're big and fat and funky. You know what I'm saying? Out of shape. That's real talk. So she got him like that. This woman saw him and says, I remember you years ago, you were really like, you looking kind of tired, aren't you? She said, look, I have this, she said, I got this massaging class or whatever. I need you to come over. Yeah, oh, I ain't gonna be able to make. Yeah, look, one day off of work, just come over here. I'm a few blocks from your house. Just come over. You ain't gotta tell your wife. True story. This man went over to this woman's house. He told me. He said, man, I went over there, man. He said, man, I stayed at her house 2 hours. He said, man, I took a nice old bath. She massaged my toes, man. She made me feel like a man again.
Oh, wow.
He said, man, I cut my beard off over our house.
Ooh, wee.
Straight up. Real talk, real talk.
Ooh, wee.
He said, and the part about it that got me, she had me 2 outfits at our house. He said, I swear to you. He said, I forgot what new clothes that smell like. And I drive the bus every day. He told me this. The bro bought him 2 outfits. He said she bought him some cologne.
He said that was an investment for her. It was an investment.
And she laid up, he said she had 2 kids of her own. Now, she had 2 kids of her own. He said, man, man, I would go over her house, man. That time when we said I start going twice a week, he said, man, start making me feel like a king. I come on, I come over there, take a shower, baby. Let me cook. Let me fix. Yeah, she started fixing healthy meals for him. The man lost 80 pounds.
Wow.
He lost 80 pounds.
Wow.
Told him, look here, start walking in the park. That's bad for your health. I'm telling you this true story. He said, man, and check this out. Here's the kicker. The bro was 20 years younger than him.
Oh, my.
20 years younger than him, man. And man, he said, man, he told me, he said, Prince, I promise you, she made me feel like a new man. He said, I'm ashamed of myself. She made me feel so good. He said, man, he said, you know what? He said, man, I've been thinking about it. My wife coming to the house 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning sometime. Yeah, she was with her friend. I said she cheating just as sure as she
Oh
living.
yeah, ain't nothing
Man,
keeping
hey,
you out at
when
that
he-
hour but another
when
man.
When he started losing that weight, man, she started trying to hang around him. He said,
Yeah,
man,
she
he
stuck
said,
like
man,
crazy glue
he said
now,
by
right?
that time, he said him and old girl, man, had made plans to go out of town for the weekend and all this. He said, I stood up one day, man, I was coming in the house, and she told me, you must be cheating with somebody. He said he didn't have the heart to say that he wasn't. He didn't have the heart to lie. He says, you're right, I am.
Wow.
And as a
I'm
matter
glad.
of fact,
I'm
you
glad.
can keep everything, but that's rarity.
I'm glad.
He said, you can keep everything you got in this house, I'm leaving. He said he left on foot, left the car he had. He said he left on foot and went over to the Brown house. Yeah, the Brown let him drive the car every day, drive the car. Well, he took the other, he came back and got his car back from his wife or whatever. He said, man, he said, I divorced. He said, the greatest move I ever made in my entire life. He said, I'll be dead by now.
Yeah, because she was going to kill
Yeah,
him.
man, look here, man.
And collect that doggone life insurance.
He's a rarity. Because I'm telling you this, a lot of people
Most people ain't going to do that. They just going to stay. They just going to stay and be abused.
I wouldn't think that he had. I mean, I'm looking at him and, man, and when I started seeing him lose weight, I said, man, he looking nice. Now, come on down. And, man, he said, man, I'm walking now. I feel good. He said, make sure you buy me new clothes. I seen him get stylish again. Man, I said, man, good. Walk away from that, man, because you're used to it. Believe me, somebody else wants you. Somebody, if it ain't nobody but the rag man woman.
Somebody somewhere.
Somebody somewhere wants you. And the thing about it, by you abusing yourself, what you're doing is wasting all of your time. Time is a valuable thing. Let me tell you, time is something you never can get back. Time is so valuable.
That's exactly why I wanted to do this topic, because I don't have time to waste. I have faced life-threatening illnesses. I've had life-threatening surgeries. I'm a walking miracle. Shouldn't be here today. I've been shot. I mean, you know the history.
Of course.
And I don't have time to give nobody.
Yeah.
Once I'm in the door, I'm going to give you 9 months.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you 9 months because it takes 9 months to make another human life.
Well,
so I feel like that's fair. That, to me, that's my ideology. I think that's fair.
Let me ask you this.
But after that, I don't have no more time to give you.
Let me explain something to you. See, when you give that 9 months, understand this. Do you know how much you could accumulate in 9 months? When you see it go wrong, when you see it go wrong in 90 days, when you see it go wrong in 60, when you see it go wrong in 180 days, put your walking shoes on and start putting on your groove shoes and making your moves. Make your moves then. Because
so you saying don't even give them that benefit of the doubt.
Don't give them that.
See,
because
you know,
you timing something. So love cannot be timed. A baby coming in the world cannot be timed. They will say that, but it's gonna come on a time which
when
God
wants to.
You
ain't lying.
It don't come on time. A lot of men, you ain't. Get right on a date.
They come when they get ready.
It's gonna come when it get ready. That's like, look, that's like death. It's gonna come when it's your turn.
Absolutely.
When it's your turn, it's gonna come when it's your. So the fact of the matter is, I'm telling you this: by giving a person time, as you consider to give them, that ain't gonna work.
It ain't gonna
work. It ain't gonna work. Now we think that it will, but it ain't gonna work. Okay, keep them the same way you want to keep them, but find you somebody else.
Yeah,
find
you gotta have somebody
else, man.
Because it has been my experience that when a person continuously talks about their past, they continuously talk about.
Yeah, they're in the past. It's because they're in there. You're gonna talk about where you are. You're gonna talk about where you are.
Exactly.
The fact that I'm gonna tell you something. The fact is that you got to remember this, and this is very, very important. I want everybody. I want all of you all to understand where I'm coming from when I say this. Now, listen to me. See, there's a difference in life. Is when you got to love you. First of all, you got to love you. And when you see, some people get tricked. And I think we'll talk about this one day. Love and lust. It's a difference.
Absolutely.
It's a heavy difference.
It is.
Man, look at here,
man. Love and lust. It's a thin line. And a lot of people confuse the two.
Yeah, so that right there may keep you staying, may keep you going back to it. May keep you going back to it because you're in lust in this person.
You're in lust with somebody. That'll make you think that you're in love with.
Because you are sexually lust. Oh, I slapped one of my
You got passion for them.
Man, when
so it's a difference. It's totally a difference.
Love is more patient than lust. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying love is better. I'm not saying that, because one thing about a love eventually fades away. Love eventually fades. Now listen I know you're going to argue with me, and you're going to bring the Bible to me. You're going to bring the 13th chapter of Corinthians to me. Tell me what love is and all this here. Look here. I'm not debating with you. When you live long enough, you're going to realize that love fades away.
Now, with that being said, let me just interject real quick. I want to put in this disclaimer. On the Dondi DeVarreaux show, the views and opinions expressed in our show are strictly that, our views and our opinions.
Exactly.
We are expressing we're exercising our right to freedom of speech. And we intend to offend nobody. You know, we don't have any biases against anybody. And, you know, if you are the faint of heart, I always say this on our show, this is not the show for you. Because we keep it real.
Keep it real. Most definitely. But I tell you, I will go back and I will tell you this. It'll fade away, man. Trust me. You ain't gonna, oh, baby, I just love you so much. I just want you to walk on my face with your sharp shoes on. Man, they gonna get to the point, my girl, go on here. I ain't got time for all that. And then lust fades away. Whether you believe it or not, it gets less and less and less. So my thing is this, if you want to stay happy, you have got to make yourself happy. And it ain't gonna be nobody make you happy. Go buy a hot dog, a hamburger, a cheeseburger. Be by yourself for a minute. You're gonna run into them if it ain't nothing but the shelf in the back. When it's your turn, it's your turn. Do not ever, in life, do not think. I don't want you to sit up here and think in your mind, I got to have me somebody. You know, I got a brother of mine. I'm gonna say this. I know you're gonna be crazy. You crazy ruler. He mad at me. But I'm gonna say it. My brother, as long as I've known him, he's never been without a woman. Ever. He's never been without a woman. He got to have him somebody. I said, first of all, you got to find out who you are.
Right.
You got to first, if you don't know who you are, you ain't gonna know who they are.
Right.
Because they never get, because every time you get with a person, they get a part of who they are. That's the part that's in you. You got to know who you are. So it's okay to be single. It's okay to mingle. It's okay to single and mingle. It's okay to sleep with a whole bunch of them if you want to. Because look, yes it is. Now listen to me. I'm gonna tell you this here.
I ain't sleep with no whole bunch. I don't want
That's your opinion.
On me.
That's your opinion. Wait, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. When they say that, don't believe that either. That ain't true.
That's just me, people.
Well, I'm saying,
I don't want all that knowledge on me.
Well, that's what they say. But let me tell you something. I'm Prince Dondi, and I keep it 110%. I met whores that's tighter than a drum. That's tighter than a virgin, and pop that thing like a rubber band, and tighter than any woman. I ain't got no mileage on me. I guarantee you that whore thing is just tight as the rest of them. She put some out.
We got some secrets.
Look at here. All of them got secrets. All of them stretch, and they go right back to where it's supposed to be. And throw a little alum in it. They gonna tighten up like it's supposed to.
Right.
So it don't matter to me. Ain't nothing new under the sun. You can play, so it don't make you happy. Oh, she tighter. I don't care if she wild as ocean if I like her. If she sleep with the whole Lakers team, if I want her, it's mine. But my point is that whatever you happy with, be happy with what you happy with. Don't just say, okay, well I ain't happy with them because she do. Hey man, look at here. Everybody got a problem. But if the problem you can't deal with, don't you deal with it. You ain't got to deal with it. I'm letting you know here. I'm here now to tell you. You do not have to deal with that problem. You don't. You don't have to be in a relationship where you don't want to. You got to give. Well, look, you got to give a person. First of all, it tells you something's wrong with that relationship already. I got to give them 9 months. That's a problem. Red flag, yellow flag left, red flag.
You know, that's just all that I'm willing to spend.
Wait, hold on. You shouldn't have to want to spend no time to give nobody in shape. If you got to spend any time to get them in shape, that's a wrong relationship.
I ain't trying to get them in shape. I'm just trying to give it a chance.
Give what a chance? You should have love.
You know what I mean?
No, listen to me. I'm telling you.
Because it's, you know, if you got a good person.
Listen to what I'm saying. Everybody's good to somebody.
And you know.
Everybody's good to somebody. Even the low down dirty trash that you maybe throw in the garbage can and you don't want her, you will never see her again. And say that to her, she's good to someone. So my point I'm making to you is this: if you got to give it a chance, red flag. I'm telling you.
So you saying don't give it any time.
Man, it should have to. It shouldn't be hard.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't be hard, man.
I agree with you 100% on that. It shouldn't.
It ain't hard. But
Life ain't hard.
You say, okay,
People make it
this
hard.
person ain't doing what I want them to do, but I'm gonna give them 5 more months now. I'm gonna give them 2 more months. You giving them something that they shouldn't be giving. Why should I give you my time?
They shouldn't even be worthy of
my
it.
time is greater than my money, because you can never get that back.
You ain't lying.
You can't. One thing about it,
That's the truth.
A beautiful day. I tell you all this. Have you ever been in a house and been tired, just tired, outright tired, and a beautiful day comes? I mean, this day is just mind blowing, and everything. All your friends stuff call you back the next day. You done slept this whole day. You done went to sleep, and I'm gonna be sleeping and wake up, and it's like 11 or 12 o'clock at nighttime. The day done gone. And everybody call you the next day and tell you how beautiful. You hear for a whole week how beautiful that day was. This happened, that happened, this happened, that happened. Oh, this happened, all that. But you understand you could never get it back. But you say, oh man, well it'll be tomorrow. But tomorrow ain't gonna be like that. It may be a rainy day. It may be a good day or a closed day like that day, but it ain't that day. Time is everything.
It is.
Time is everything. You take a person's time, you take away everything. That's why when a person is incarcerated, they get locked up. They lose that time. And that time ain't never come back to be their friend again. And time is your friend. Tell young people, time is your friend. Girl, you 20 years old. Don't you believe that? She gonna wait for tomorrow. She's 25 and she busted.
Because it escapes quickly.
Time is a very
It don't wait for
thing.
nobody.
Time is more precious than gems and diamonds.
It waits for no one.
So you can't tell nobody I'm gonna give you my time. You need to rethink that. I promise you.
No, it's just
get on your job.
It's just not everyone ges that. I mean, I told you about a situation before. I gave that absolutely no time.
Right.
I knew in the door.
and
I was like, you can't even pay my water bill.
Listen to this.
So you get no time. But I mean,
I tell you, if you're trying to give a person time, main thing is start creeping immediately.
Immediately?
Immediately.
Oh my.
That day, when you leave their house that next day, when you push up at the light, smile. It's time. It's time to find me another lover. And keep it undercover. I'm telling you now. Find you somebody else. Find you or somebody. I'm telling you. I know this. I bear witness to it. I bear witness to it, man. I bear witness to it. Now you say what you want to. Oh, we've been together 25 years, worked it out. You didn't work it out. One of you are lying. Because one of you love another one. It's in every relationship, somebody likes somebody more than another one like them. But I'm telling you this, when you say we worked it out, the other person say, you damn fool, you think you worked it out. I ain't working nothing out with you. I'm still doing what I want to do. I disagree with what you say to keep you in line. Trust me, man. I'm not going to lie to you. Now, you can believe it. We can go on forever and have opposite opinion. We agree to disagree, and that's fine. I don't mind that. But I'm going to keep it 100. Because me and myself, I have my ups and downs too, but I know one thing for a sure fact. In the end, I'm going to win. I'm going to win in the end. You best believe that. Because I'm telling you something. I'm a better with myself. I'm a demon enough. You think I'm going to let somebody else come in and destroy my time? Oh, no. Never again, my friend. Never again, my friend. Too much of my time been taken from me. I can't go no more.
So, look, if you had to say 30, 60, or 90 days, how much would you recommend to our audience for them to give a person to just feel them out and see if this is worth staying?
Well,
30, 60,
first of all, a person have got screwed up in the relationship in order to see if it's worth staying. Somebody have made the mistake. Don't want to say, wow, that's a bad mistake. Okay, let me see how long it's going to go along. Somebody have got to make the mistake. I tell you, I'm going to tell you the hardest thing in the world right now. When it go down, that's when you go down. I'm telling you. It's cool. I mean, if you want to stay there and say, all right, well, they ain't going to do that no more. They ain't going to let you see them do that no more. But I'm telling you, one thing about a leopard can't change his diet. So I'm telling you, as a giraffe, I mean, one of those zebras can't change his strength. It can't happen, man. It is what it is, man. That's true. I mean, that's brutal truth for me, to you, to everybody else. That's brutal truth. And I don't care what a person may think. Think I'm lying? Try it.
I feel that way about exes. I don't believe in going back to exes.
Well, you're going back to an ex when you actually get into an argument. If you want to know the truth about an ex, when you get into a heated argument, that person ain't your boyfriend or girlfriend no more. When you all getting it on. You love me, leave me alone. I ain't trying to hear that. You ain't trying to hear no more because they're not. Then you gonna work it out. You say, okay, we argue. But I'm gonna tell you like this. You ain't boyfriend or girlfriend no more when you get into that heated argument. It may go back to it after you sit there, I love you, I know you too, I'm wrong with it, whatever. But my point is it's been broken. So the fact of the matter is, nobody takes a chance, there won't be no relationship. That's not true. So I'm telling you, so what's for you is for you. You're going to know she's for you.
What is supposed to, what you're supposed to have, I do believe that.
You're going to know it's yours.
I believe that.
It ain't hard, man. It ain't like, oh, I messed up real bad. I know I messed up, but let me back, baby. If you could just give me one more chance, one more chance. And then all of a sudden the woman goes, okay. Bro, I'll tell you, yeah, I know I was wrong. I turned my phone was off, but I was out there with Susie, Lucy, and whoever, and we was at the party, and my phone was messed up. I told you I need a new phone. My phone was messed up. I couldn't reach you. Yeah, you were gone for 7 hours though, baby. You all party all night long. Yeah, and I went to sleep, and I went over to Susie's house. I went over and said, let me go to bed. And I knew I was going to call you at 12 o'clock today because I knew you were going to snap on me. Now, woman, we know what you did last night. You played that song. Oh, what a feeling when your feet was all over the ceiling for somebody else. So, okay, you did that. And if you didn't do it, you should have did it because I'm going to accuse you of it and I'm going to play you like that. Now, I mean, we don't end. I swear on my kids. Oh, you think that, come on, who are you? Your Bible ain't no, your mouth ain't no prayer book. I don't believe in that. I know what it is. And when you guess what it is, 99.9% of the times you're right. You are right. Now, you go around, you play it all you want to. Play sucker. Be a sucker if you want to be a sucker. And they're going to suck you up because you're a sucker. A sap sucker.
They absolutely will.
I'm telling you, man. Look here. I'm not saying. Look here. This right here is for.
Will.
This is for the real players, and I mean that. And everybody have some kind of game in them. This is for players. So if you ain't a player, shut up, step back, be quiet, and just mingle in the corner somewhere. Look at here. This game come to you, and it come to you real. This game come to you real. It hit you like a ton of bricks. This game come to you real, man. Look at here. If you with somebody, and they talking about somebody you ever dealt with, and they constantly talk about that person.
That person in their head.
Listen to what I'm saying. They ain't even in their head. 2 seconds they'll be in their bed. Telling you now. If you believe in anything else other than that, go believe what you want to believe. They constantly in it. They constantly in their head. Believe me, when they go into bed, they're thinking about them. Give them 2 seconds with them and get them alone, and they're going to start making those derogatory remarks with each other. They're going to laugh and joke, and then they're going to begin to sit outside, and then they're going to begin to smoke. And then here you go, and now and then a little bit of, what do you call that stuff? Tequila. And then a little bit of brandy, a little bit of that apple crown. And then it's going down. I'm telling you, you believe what you want to. I don't make it easy for them. You gonna say, oh yeah, you said you the same one who said you won't want no woman to have kids and then pick up the kids and yeah, you're right. I don't make it easy for you. I'm gonna make you work for it if you come to get some minds. So my point is to you is this: I'm not telling everybody to get it because everybody ain't gonna get what I'm laying down right now. So I'm telling you, like I say, if it don't fit, don't you force it because what I'm saying to you right now is heavy on your head. It's heavy on your head. Heavy is the head that wear the crown. Because believe me, I'm telling you, when it's all over said and done, you done gave him room to cheat. You done gave her room to cheat. And when it's all over, you going to be the sad one. I trusted you, you's an idiot. Period. When she come out of her mouth, say, I trusted you, you's an idiot.
People, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to call in at 872-307-3828. You can feel free to call in with your comments, questions, or concerns. We will address them on air. We welcome all comments, questions, or concerns.
Yeah, most definitely we do.
Absolutely.
If you're a sucker, we're going to tell you you're a sucker. I'm going to tell you you're a sucker. I'm going to tell you you're a sucker. You a sucker, you a sucker.
I'll tell him too, Dondi.
You a sucker.
I probably just won't tell him the way you tell him. I probably will be a little nicer about it, people.
It ain't no way.
But my brother, he ain't got no filter. He don't care.
You're a sucker. hey, look, I'm going to tell you something. One thing.
I'm going to try to be a little nice to y'all.
One thing, Cuba Good Day to make that song, everybody play the fool. That's true. Everybody do play the fool.
Absolutely. Sometimes.
That's right. Ain't no exception to the rule. But when you play the fool and you still keep on playing the fool, knowing that you're a fool, you become a fool. You ain't playing no more. You serious.
You are the fool.
Telling you, man, look at here.
You're absolutely right.
I'm trying to tell you, like in boxing, when your boxing coach tell you one thing, when you get in there and put your gloves on, you done worked on the floor for 6 months before you step into the ring, usually, if you got a good coach. He'll work you on the floor for 6 months. You doing all the push-ups, the running, the beating the bag, and this, that, and that. For 6 months, a good coach will put you like that. And then, when he puts you in the ring, he'll put you with somebody that's well, much more experienced than you are. And the guy's not going to hurt you. But he's going to let you feel him, though. And your coach, you say, Coach, okay, you be nervous when you're young and you get in there. You say, okay, Coach, what else should I do? He's going to say one thing to you. If he's a good coach, he's going to say one thing to you. I done showed you everything on the floor. Step into him, whatever. Keep your hands up the whole time. He's going to tell you that. Defend yourself at all time. But he's going to say one thing he's going to say to you. The coach going to say to you. He's going to say, be first. That's what he's going to say. The coach going to say one thing to you. If he's a good coach, he's going to say, be first. So the thing about it, of all what I'm saying to you is that we know that you cannot stop all situations that's happening to you, but you got to be first, man. Know it. You got to, hey, look, man, put on your stepping out boots and come on out. Because I'm telling you, you got to step out. And if you're scary to step out, you deserve that hurt and cry and all that there. You're going to deserve that. You see what I'm saying?
So you know what I'm getting from this, Dondi, is this: you should always have you a spare. So
You gotta have a spare. If you don't have a spare, go and find one. Find somebody else's spare. It'll still fit.
You know, it's hard to do.
It ain't never hard to do.
It is
hard
for me
only
because you start catching feelings for people.
Pride. When you gonna catch feelings,
you be feeling guilty.
Pride. Pride. I mean, let me tell you. See, I could go into some more things, and then I know you all gonna call me up. You gonna talk about me. Oh, well, okay. Well, look, let me tell you something. I tell you this. I'm gonna lay it down like this. Back in the slavery days, Master Mo walk in. He takes your wife at will.
Yeah.
Beat her down, take your wife, throw your kids in the corner, whatever. Next thing you know, you gotta take care of your kid. Because it's gonna be your kid that Mr. Master Mo have, and probably put it inside the house, or maybe in the fields of the Master Mo.
Right.
So you see his wife walking around inside the house right there. Now you don't got to up so Master Mo. Fact of the matter is, you gonna lay up here and say, "That's all right, I ain't gonna worry about it. God gonna punish me if I." Nah, the hell with it. Why God didn't punish him when he done had a good old time with mine? My point is this, yes, if you believe it, then that's what it is. I'm not trying to wait and hear from that. I'm gonna be punished. God, well, I tell you what, God gonna punish the right. He tell you. You go into Corinthians, same thing. You go into the Bible again. He tells you he punishes just like he does the unjust. So I ain't trying to hear none of that. You play me. If I feel like I'm being played. You better straighten it out. Say he won and can't feel that way because he gonna go. He ain't gonna jump. I'm gonna pull the trigger. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna blow the whistle immediately. I'm that one. So hey, if I feel that way and I start looking strange, you better put a bug in my ear right away because I'm about to pull the trigger.
Oh my!
Trust me. And all is out the gate to play. That's real talk. So I'm not trying to hear that. Oh, I feel this. I feel guilty. I don't care if I do feel guilty. I'll go and watch something else and then feel good about myself again. Buy myself a pair of shoes or a shirt or something. I feel good about myself. Drop the top.
Go shopping.
Drop the top of one of my cars and drive, and I feel good. Light up a cigar, get in my other car, and just pull the top back, and I feel good. And then I step out, buy me a new pair of shoes,
Lord.
and I feel good about myself. Lying is the way of life. I tell you, when you get through talking that trash, come on, man. Oh, you gotta be honest. I'm not gonna be honest with you when you're being lying to me. If I think you're lying, then you're lying. If I think you are. Now, you may not be, but if I feel you are, then you are. You got to do everything under the sun to prove it to me. Now,
Right.
next one, take it any way you want to take it. That's on you. Now, that's on you. You can take it any way you want to take it, but I guarantee one thing for sure fact, I don't believe. If I don't believe it, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
You can go to your best friend, girl, what I do that last swear for God? Tell Lisa, ooh, and she can tell her, ooh, and she can spit the blue. I'm going to look over at Lisa and get with that eye. I'm wink at her one time. One time mean get ready. 2 times mean a hotel around the corner. That's what it means. I'm telling you.
People call us and let us know what you think. 30, 60, or 90 days. How long should you stay? If you're in a situation, you meet somebody, you start dating them on a regular basis, and you just feel in your heart, or you see it. You see by the way things are going that this is not going to turn out the way I wanted to. So, how long would you give the situation?
And let me say this on there, and then see what she said. If you give her 30 days, you're a fool. If you give her 60 days, you're a superfool. If you give her 90 days, you are a real big dummy.
Oh my gosh. Why Dondi?
What if you're giving up some years?
Hey, you give her some years, then you need to go kill yourself. What you need to do is whatever you have on your back, leave. Just leave. They said just walk away. Just walk away.
Well, you know what? After
Just
you done
walk
gave
away.
up some years,
I'm not going.
I mean,
You done lost your mind.
You done made an investment.
Ain't no investment. Leave that investment.
It's
Sometimes,
an old
look,
song by this man named Johnny Taylor. Say it's cheaper to keep her.
But let me tell you something. Don't ever believe that. Let me tell you.
telling you.
I want to tell you. See,
Okay, y'all listen to Donnie if
She
you
want
want
one
to.
thing. She got one thing. It's cheaper to keep her. Let me explain one thing to you, and I want you to know this more than anything. I just said this. In life, there are something, and I'm a man about the cash money. Ain't nothing greater, baby. But I tell you one thing for sure. There are some things that is greater than money, if I'm being honest with you. If I got me a peace of mind, it's greater than any money.
Oh,
any
that
amount
is
of money.
not that I must concur.
So my point to you is saying this. If you got time invested, money invested, you got those things invested in that woman, and you feel like you've been done wrong, leave. Because one thing about it, I tell you, life has a way. It may not be fair. I know life ain't fair. But life is just, though. It's just. And believe me, you could have gave this woman 30 years of your time, or this man, whatever, 30 years you're all in a relationship. But I guarantee you, if you leave, like right away, Please trust and believe. It may not seem like it. May like you're going a down slope now. But I guarantee you, somewhere just in life, you're going to rise up and put you above that situation. Because you understand, when you leave, you in that situation, you done been whizzled down like a little old eraser. He done took you everything you had. She said, oh, nobody want him. I've heard, man, how many times you heard your uncles, aunties say, oh, I'm old, he old, nobody don't want him like nobody don't want me. No, nobody may not want you. But I promise you, somebody gonna want me.
him.
Somebody. So if you believe,
somebody
if you believe that, oh well, I'm old fat, but my man like it. You heard so many women say that. I'm like, your man like it. Do you believe he like it? Well, I know a few of you women talk about my man like it. You get out, you big as a bus. You an animal. You done got so big, you became 400 pounds. You an animal. Tell me your man don't like it. Well, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you something. Tonight is Saturday night. Your man's in a hotel down the street with that 128-pound bro. Nah.
Oh, Dondi.
That's a fact, Jack. Nobody want. Look here. Nobody want anything they can't drive like a tank.
That 400 pounds is his comfort zone.
Man, come on, man.
What if the shoe was on the other foot?
That's his comfort zone.
If the shoe was on the other foot,
that's her comfort zone. Because she knows she ain't going nowhere.
I've heard women say.
She know ain't nobody else gonna want his big 400 stuff.
I've heard women say. Let me tell you something. Now I'll definitely say this about men. See, because a man will be able to go. You go to the strip club and she gonna lie to you. And you go to the whole house, she gonna lie to you. Baby, I love you. She gonna ride you like a bull. But my point is this here. Don't be no fool now. Don't you think for 1 second. If you think in your mind that a person really likes that whatever they dealing with on you and you done went way past. Me myself, I have a clause. I do. You know, if the height is not reckoned to the weight, I'm not dealing with that. And if I get married to a woman or deal with her, I told my woman, when I deal with her, I said, listen here, I'm gonna tell you now. I said, if you get 20 pounds over the weight is, when I meet you right now, 20 pounds, I said, look, we're gonna have a problem. I'm gonna leave you. Are you for on everything? Yes, I'm going to leave you because you're becoming a horse. You're becoming something I don't want. I don't want that. And why should I accept something that I don't want? When I came into this relationship with you, you see what I'm saying? I came and gave you the best that I got. So I'm not going to accept the worst you got. Oh, and sickness and health. Okay, I understand all that in marriage. I understand all that. But you're not going to just bluntly and have all your health and you're going to disrespect me like that. I'm not going. I'm not going at gunpoint. So my point is, I'm not going to go. Why should I? You know, every time in life, even when you got it with a kid, a child, a baby, they always tell you, man, teach your kid how to do that. Accept it. Boy, just accept that loss. Why should I have to accept it? Why I can't go and train and get bigger and better? And then I ain't got to accept no loss. Why I always have to accept what's less than me?
You don't have
that's
to.
Right.
That's your choice.
Then my thing is, in a relationship, I'm not going to accept less than what I am. Why should I?
You don't have to.
Why
it's your
should
choice.
Why should I accept less?
You don't have to.
All right,
you
then.
Really don't.
So I think if you accept less than what you're supposed to have, you a fool. Now, I done said it. I meant it. And I said it. You can call in here and talk about me all you want to. And I tell you this in the end, you still's a fool. You's a fool. Because you accepted something that is less than you. Why? You know, I mean, I'm not going to, look, first of all, if we having a fun thing, it's just a fun thing. But then you talk about putting your feelings into a situation, then you ask them something different. Because just you put your feelings into it, if that's your woman, and you put feelings, then your woman should be able to ask you for things in which, if you were married before, your woman should be able to get those things because you ain't married no more. Why she try to say that she built you any time? You got that trust in already like that. Now, if she got to guess that, then trust me, you in the wrong relationship. You're in the wrong relationship. I tell you. You're in the wrong relationship.
So what kind of things are you saying that your woman should be, the woman should be able to ask?
Anything. She be able to ask. Now, I'm not saying she don't get the answer she won't. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, if for an example, if she got a mortgage, and her mortgage is $3,000 a month, for an example. And I know some of you rocking your head, but this ain't for you because you can't accept to pay that kind of money. That's too much money for you, so you step on back in the corner.
Some of us do have mortgages like that.
Well, I'm saying the ones who don't, they say $3,000, or the ones who do say I wish. Then you get on out of here. You get on out of the corner. You gone somewhere because you're not able to do this. So this right here for the big hats. You did. So my point is, if that's your woman, your real woman, and you dealing with her, or your man, or whatever, however it go, you should be able to ask them for that mortgage payment. Can you help me out if you need it? Not to just say do it. Can you help me out on this mortgage? And not, being laid off like a fool or something. Actually, you need it. And he said, oh, no problem. I got you, baby. Or whatever. Those things, you should be, his wife would ask him for it. Matter of fact, she would ask what she had in that bill in. And looked around, looked for some cornbread. Get that bill is, and look at some pig fat.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. I mean, look, and then I'm going to tell you another thing that's also, I'm not saying beauty is an eye to beholder. That's real. Let's straighten that out.
Yes.
Beauty is an eye to beholder because everybody don't look good to everybody. That's fine. That's fine. But my point is this.
That's true.
You are not going to have Smokey the Bear been your man. You dig? Big Smokey the Bear been your man. You dig? And I'm here. I'm your man. I'm clever as ever. You dig? Sharp and suave, the whole nine. And you gonna treat me like, you know what I'm saying, like I'm some kind of, I'm like my name is Doug or somebody. You ain't gonna treat me like that. You gonna get on your knees like a rat eating cheese and worship me.
Right.
Get up out of here. You gonna tell me something you done dealt with that big old bear. Who cares?
You done dealt with that mutant for years.
No, you gonna tell me, and you gonna tell me I can't get it. You out your mind.
Absolutely.
You gonna do what I tell you when I tell you.
I agree with you on that, Dondi.
Because that right there is with time. So you say, oh, he get away from that on time, but maybe in time.
Yeah, okay.
She ain't gonna talk about she did this for that. No, the hell if you do.
I ain't gonna never forget that.
It ain't gonna happen. Look here. The relationship is a give and take situation. I want you all to always know that it's a give and take situation. Some things you're gonna get into your relationship, you don't want it. But if I dislike it, that's the difference. You don't want it. See, it's a give and take situation. But you gotta be able to say, okay, well I can live with it, ain't no big deal. But when it's something you gotta wrestle with, you actually gotta dig down inside that mind you want to fight it. It's over. It ain't gonna happen.
I agree with you. It's not worth having.
I'm not wrestling.
It's supposed to be smooth.
Yep,
it's supposed
exactly.
To be easy.
It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be easy.
But I'm not gonna.
Supposed to, have all these
waves,
bumps, and
You're right, bumps and grinds, like
all
that song
that
said. That's all. No. Can you wait? That's all. Can you wait?
No, I can't wait.
Yeah, see,
it's a song. It's called "Can You Wait."
Yeah,
I can't wait.
By Pettis, by George Pettis.
Yeah.
George Pettis. I'm pumping you up, George.
I can't.
George
wait.
Pettis' song is "Can You Wait." I want everybody
to
go
in
and play this song called "Can You Wait."
I'm telling you, I don't know what's gonna happen after I leave here.
Go.
I know what's happening now.
I'm telling the producers right now, hey gentlemen, I want you all to go and pull up a song called "Can You Wait" by George Pettis.
Right.
Pull it up. The song was made in the 80s. It is a clever song, and the things he say in that
so
song is so deep, it's ridiculous.
It's really real.
"Can You Wait" by George Pettis.
Yeah,
I'm pumping it.
And he actually, ladies,
man, look here.
Just so you know,
he said, "Will it be a waste of time spending my time on you?" Dig
can she wait for him because he's still damaged from a previous situation?
He said, got a lot of little bumps and grinds. Right. Man, you got to check it out. You have to check the song out. He's asking this
woman, can she wait? And I'm like, I'm one woman. I can't wait. I want my shiggity now.
If you can't wait, you can't wait.
I'm sorry.
Like you go to a restaurant and you tell the man, he said, okay, you got to pay for the order. And all of a sudden you wait. You wait because they got your money. They won't give your money back. But if you go in that restaurant and you make that order and they still ain't make that order, you come back in there 30 minutes later, you make order, oh, I'm gone. I'm going down the street because you got your money, you gone. Right. You know what I'm saying? But they holding your money to make you want to stay. Hey, look here, man. You ain't going to hold me hostage. It ain't going to happen.
Exactly.
You're not going to hold me hostage. I am not going to stay. I'm not that kind. I'm not built that way. I'm leaving. Yeah. Period. I'm leaving.
You know, that's all part of that slave mentality that, was what people were brainwashed. Right. You know, you get your reward when you die.
When you die, that's
I want my reward now.
You ain't got no reward. You know what reward you got coming? I'm going to tell you, when you die, you got a reward you got coming.
I want it now.
The reward you got coming is that dirt hitting that coffin.
I don't want to wait.
That may be cold-blooded, but it's true.
And see what's going to happen when I leave.
It ain't nothing going to happen. Blackness.
Right. Because I was declared clinically dead for 6 minutes.
And what did you see?
Nothing.
All right,
I'm just
kidding. She said that. She said that.
That's just me.
She said that.
I ain't trying to offend nobody. I'm not an atheist. She said that. Shiggity like that. But
all right, she said that. All right,
that's just me. Maybe I just.
And I know a few people that tell you in a minute they didn't see a damn thing. Okay, they didn't see a damn thing. But my point is this here. I'm not gonna. Have you ever? And some of you men out here can, or women, you all can relate to what I'm about to say. You get into a relationship and you start making love to this woman. And you done knocked off 4, 5, 6 times. Then you say, she know you got a woman, and you knocking the broad off. and yet still, and then all of a sudden, one day you knock it off, say, "Oh yeah, my woman coming over tonight." Then you start seeing her get real mad and nasty.
Oh yeah, for
What?
sure.
Because she thinking she your woman by then. That's why I'm
Absolutely.
saying you got to put things in the right perspective. And if you don't put it in the right perspective, you're going to wind up on the wrong side of the bed with your head busted. With your head busted.
You sleep with somebody like that, oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's why you have to limit it out.
I had an old coworker, man. He was dating. Huh?
Stay strapped.
I'm serious. I had an old coworker of mine. You know, he was dealing with 2 women.
Oh, okay.
And you know, he was a single man, but he was dealing with 2 women, and they were all in the same profession.
Oh my God.
And you know, he treated these women as though they were in a relationship. He let them leave personal items at his home.
Did they know he had another woman?
Well, you know, in the profession they were in, they found out about one another.
Oh, man.
So one night, one of them, she popped up. It wasn't her night. She had Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. She popped up.
But she knew this, though. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, though, right?
She knew her day. But she came over there on Tuesday day.
Yeah, right.
And, oh, girl, it was her day. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday was her day.
You see what I'm saying?
She rang the bell. Ain't nobody coming to the door.
There it is.
She banging on the door. So she out there blowing a horn, blowing a horn. So finally she went over to old girl car, because you know the profession they was in.
Yeah.
She know old girl car.
Oh my God.
Make the alarm go off.
There it is.
So here come the woman now. She running out the house.
All hell broke loose.
All hell broke loose. They had the police, the fire department,
Man, that don't make no
everybody.
sense. See, that's what I'm saying. You got to put things in right perspective.
His fault, because you can't treat people like you're in a relationship with them and you're not.
Well, that's what my point is. That's
Can't
why I
do
said,
that.
if you're going to get them together, you let them know, look here. All you got to put them all together and say, look here, I like all of you, and we all going to deal, and this is what the bill is going to be.
Right.
This is what's going. You know,
either you can deal with it or you can't.
It's going. You got to put them down in a room now. You got to set them down. Women, you got to take these men. These men will do what you don't think that. Oh, he'll play. He going to do what you tell him. Women, you take all the women. Well, look here. I was saying that. You know, I've done this. It's a great situation to me, but it'll work for everybody. I like it like that. I really like it when you got multiple partners. You have 3 of them at the same time, and they basically they're there all the time. You know, you're dealing with Lisa, you're dealing with Carrie, you're dealing with Mary. Yeah, I like it like that. I really do, because it's a lot easier for me. But it's not like that for everybody. I can't say it is for everybody. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm saying that it is a great. I do. When people say they got a relationship, like, I understand it's a lot easier a lot of times.
Now you know what, I can agree with that to some extent, because I would prefer to know. And give what I feel like is give me the option if I want to deal with that or not. But I would prefer to know where I'm at with you. I would prefer to know if it's just me and you, or it's me, you, you know, me, you, and her. I would prefer to know that. But let me have the say so. Let me make the decision. Okay, well, I'm cool with that.
Right.
Or no, I can't get with that.
It's too much.
It's too much.
And that's
you know,
fine
but
if
people conducted themselves in that manner, you would have a lot less drama. Because my friend ended up being they gave him an ultimatum: either you gonna get fired or you can retire right now.
Man,
so he wasn't ready to retire, but he took the retirement. And you know the other 2, you know, they put them on desk.
Oh man, that's so ridiculous.
So you know they were pending termination.
That's ridiculous.
They were pending termination.
Over love.
Over
lust to love.
Over lust. I want to say it probably was lust.
It probably was lust. Look, because lust is tricky. Man, lust is a strong thing, man.
But it goes back to what you were saying, though. When you sleeping with a person on a regular basis, that person is under the assumption that's you in a relationship.
Exactly, they trick themselves like that.
No matter if you say the words, that's what me and y'all need to understand. That you realize
that is very true. That is
women don't hear that.
That's true.
If you hitting this woman on a regular,
and
that woman man,
let me add it.
Y'all in a relationship.
Let me add it, because I took a check-in. You nobody too big to get a check-in. I took a check-in. This woman told me you can't be hitting them like this. In certain ways, you can make love to a woman, and you cannot make love to a woman in what you're just dealing with. You can't make love to them the same. You can't make love to her. Let's put it that way. You can't make love to her if she just, you got to just knock off. In the same way about these women, you can't make love to the man. You got to go in here and let him knock you off. You know, get it over with. You know, keep everything doggy style, not face to face. That's real talk. That's real, man.
But I think a lot of guys will have a lot of less problems if they were just honest with women.
Well, how do you think they're gonna be honest though? That's my point. I don't
Because
get that,
women nowadays, I'm not talking about myself, but women nowadays, younger women, older women, all women. I know some women my age, and I know some women older than me.
Right.
And they just so damn desperate to have somebody, anybody. You can damn near tell them anything, and they gonna go. You can tell them anything. You can tell them I got 4, 5 women. Okay, I'll be number 6. You know, just don't. You know, they don't care.
Just don't tell them you don't. Just tell them you do.
Just
you do
yeah,
have it.
tell them you do.
You got it. Yeah.
You have to tell them. I feel like you will be so much better off if you just tell them, because they're gonna stay anyway.
Wow, you want to hear that?
They're gonna stay, and I'm not.
You
I mean, you
that?
get mad if
true.
you want to,
That's
but
true.
you know
That's
it's
true
the
because
truth.
you
The
a lot of
truth
you
will
dealt with
set you
married men.
free.
A lot of them dealt with married men and
Exactly.
married women.
What
and
is
you know
it in
they
for
married.
you? What is it in it for you to deal with a married man? His wife got all the damn benefits. I want them benefits. I want to be on his damn life insurance. I want to be on his health
But
insurance.
what you deal with a married
all
man,
that.
though, that's
Hell
different.
no.
Okay, by
I don't
the way.
want nobody else's husband, because how am I gonna get the benefit? How am I gonna get the benefits when his ass die? If he died like Miss Seeley said on top of me, I can't get shit. I want to get some shiggity, okay? I'm serious. So what I'm gonna do? I don't want your husband. I need something
Oh man,
for
that's
dealing with
crazy.
your ass. I was good to you. I took care of your ass. You got that platinum coated. I want some shit. So I don't want your husband. Keep your husband. I want my own damn husband. No, because
you wouldn't deal with a married man.
no.
Okay, what if you got a guy and you begin to like him and he began to like you and he never told you he was married? You know what he says to you? He's married.
Now that has happened to me,
Okay, and what did you?
and I left his ass alone
Immediately, or did you eventually?
immediately.
Okay, now that's great. Understand that. Clearly, trust me. That's the smoking gun right there. That is the red light. That is the fire in the kitchen. You dig? Time to.
All you got to do is investigate. If his ass wake up running at 5 in the morning, you know his ass married.
I've seen women that wake up 5 and want to run.
Her ass married too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I've had that one.
I slept too late.
Wake up.
What time
wake up
is
and get out of a nightmare.
woke up like it's a damn fire
I've had that too.
running out the house.
I've dealt with that too.
Exactly.
Best thing to do, I'm telling you something.
All you got to do is sit back and watch. They gonna tell on
My
themselves.
mother used to say one thing that was very.
That's
very,
all you got
my
to
mother
do.
used to say something that was very, very deep, and it was hard. It's the hardest thing in the world. See, look, we say this, my buddy and I, we laugh and we jive and we shuck and jive. We say, you could deny anybody else. It's easy to deny. No, man, I can't do it. No, I ain't gonna give you that. But it's hard when you deny yourself. You ever try to save money and you ain't got much money, but you're trying to save some of the money? You outside. I don't want to go back and get no money. I don't go to the bank or nothing. You got this money, and yet still you say, well, I got only a couple $100, and everything you see it is over whatever you got.
Right.
But I got the money in the bank, I can go get it, I can go whatever, and get the money, and you don't want to go and do it. And the thing about it, you told everybody, no, I'm not doing that, costs too much right now, I ain't gonna do it. But then also when it comes to yourself, oh, I guess you throw the credit card up. It's hard to deny yourself, you see what I'm saying? So in love, in a relationship, I'm saying this is that it's easy. It's easy to tell a person, leave that person, do this, that, and the other. But when it's time for you to step in that relationship, you're going to say, no, ain't you like that person. It's like you like the way they make you feel. So that's a heavy lust bill. You see what I'm saying? It's a heavy lust bill. You like the way a person make you feel now. When they make you feel real good, you get that special
I'm
day.
gonna be like the Godfather. You got to make me an offer I cannot refuse.
Hey, and I'm telling you, the offer is
I
that
promise
feeling.
you.
That
It ain't no
that
damn feeling for
I'm
me.
telling-
It ain't.
No, I mean, I'm
that
not saying.
Maserati is
I'm
it's
saying,
my offer. I can't
Look
refuse.
here, I'm saying to
Pay
you.
that mortgage.
You could be in a relationship and then somebody ride up and heavy bound and say, hey, here it is, baby. And can he take you away from what you got? You got to think about that. If he take away from what you had or what you got, he really didn't have it to begin with. All of those fake dishes. All of it's just politics.
I agree, Dondi.
All of
it's just politics.
All politics.
And that's why
it's all
we had a
politics.
conversation,
It's all politics.
and we come to the conclusion. You just use it for what it is,
There it
worth
is.
to you,
There it is.
and leave the rest
Yep.
there.
And then if it ain't broke,
Don't fix
it.
If it's good to you while you're doing it,
Yeah, it's good.
enjoy it.
It's good.
It's good.
It's
But
good.
when you gone, you're gone. Don't worry about it. That's how I do.
Yeah,
That's
true.
what I do.
That's true.
We have
When-
a phenomenal time when we together. But when I'm gone,
You outta
guess
there.
what? I'm
It's outta
gone.
there. It's outta
I'm
there.
not sitting up, scratching my head and worrying. Oh, he lived by himself. Is he with somebody else? I don't give no shit. I don't care. I don't think about it.
They got sponsors.
Well, people, we come to the close of our show.
She crazy.
I'm honest, people.
Crazy,
you got to appreciate my honesty. Anyway, we're coming to the close.
Right now, I'm trying to control myself.
He know how I am. I promise you. I can't sit up and worry about what somebody else doing when I ain't there.
I don't want you all to see me go crazy.
I'm going home. I'm going to have a peaceful evening. I'm going to enjoy my night, sleep like a baby. Okay? I'm not finna be worried about what you doing, JoJo. I ain't worried about what you doing. I don't care. If it's her turn, it's her turn. I hope she had as much a good time as I did. Because I enjoyed the hell out of it. So I hope she do too. What I don't know can't hurt me. Learned that a long time ago. You young women who be looking for shit, looking in them niggas' phone, stay out the damn phone. The phone is the devil. The phone is the devil. His Facebook page, that's the devil. Worry about your phone. Worry about your Facebook page. All you need to worry about is how he treat me when I'm with him. Do he meet my needs? Am I taken care of? Do he keep me happy? He make me feel good. Don't worry about what he doing with She Lolo and Shanae. I don't give a shiggity. I promise you.
Oh my God.
He can have all of them he wants. Anyway, people, we hope you have enjoyed our show today. We coming to the close. We just keep it 100 on the Dondi DeVarreaux show.
Oh man,
that's what we got to do, because women, as women, we always doing too much. What you messing with the man phone for? What you messing with the phone for?
She got you laughing. I'm sorry, forgive me.
It's the truth. What I look like grabbing my man's phone? Oh, he in the bathroom.
Oh my God.
I'm finna look through his phone.
That sounds like the next episode.
You know what I'm saying? What you doing that for?
To get hurt.
That's all you doing. You hurting yourself, fool. You hurting yourself. Where he at? This is my question. Where he at right now? Where he at right now?
Oh my goodness.
He over here, right? He at my house. So what am I worried about? What's in that damn phone? Whoever in that phone, he over here for the moment. So this is my time right now. That's all that should be important.
Oh my God.
So we got a couple of sponsors. We want to thank. Look, Dondi. I'm serious.
Get us out of here. Get us out of here.
We're going to thank our sponsors. First, we have Don's Construction. My crazy brother over here, Prince Dondi.
Man, she done drove me crazy.
I'm telling the truth. He done went off, y'all. He done went all off.
Yo, what you
He done went off on the 10.
Yeah, she done went.
Cause I'm quiet. I'm a quiet storm. You know, I just come through and what we do.
Oh my God.
We tell it like it is. We keep it 100.
Oh my
I'm just,
God.
I shoot from the hip. I shoot from the hip. But anyway, we have a couple of sponsors. Don's Construction, 708 this phone here, 735.
Oh God.
You know what?
Please get us out here.
You know what?
Check us.
If you make my eyelashes come off, you gonna buy me some
we love you. We see you later. She don't want to do it, man. I just can't take it.
You gotta stop. You gonna make me start laughing and I'm gonna cry.
Okay.
And my eyelashes gonna come off. You gonna these mink. You gonna buy me some new.
Okay.
So you better stop.
That's you. I tell you, just get us out of here, please. Bird, get us out, man. We got.
Okay, we got sponsors. Don Construction is my crazy brother. 708-735-9580. We got Kane's Medical Career Training. The lovely Mrs. Walker is the instructor. If you have ever been a CNA and you let your CNA license lapse, Mrs. Walker can recertify you. You can reach her at lowercase CanesMedicalCareerTraining.com, or you can reach her at area code 773-699-8819. And again, we are part of the NMG Network, your source for everything in media. If you want to do a podcast, if you want to lay some tracks, hit us up. You can call us at area code 872-307-3828. And again, I'm your girl, Val DeVarreaux, and this is my brother. Nutty, crazy.
Oh, Prince
Dondi.
Dondi. You all know me, man. Man, I tell you, I gotta get out of here. She done drove me crazy.
Thank you
I
for
can't take
tuning
it.
in. And we hope you have enjoyed our show today. We have truly
I did.
enjoyed
I
you
promise
today.
you. Oh, Lord have mercy.
But we keep it real. We keep it 100. And our motto is, Dondi, if it ain't broke,
please don't try to fix it.
stay safe, my people.
Man, I can't.